I'm going to try and make this as short and sweet as I can. First off, you might be wondering why I'm doing a review of Mario Party 10. Well, I haven't done a lot of reviews about Nintendo games due to the fact that they have this nice little program that tries to take the money that you might earn, the pittance you might get off of making, videos about their stuff. And while I understand that, I have the ability to critique and things like that and fair use, let's just cut the crap, okay? I'm going to make this a pretty blatant, obvious review here. There's nothing special about it, and I just want to get it out for the people who are interested in actually purchasing this game. Mario Party 10 is surrounded by controversy, not for good reasons either. It's basically surrounded by controversy because Angry Joe had a little tirade and a spat with Nintendo, taking his monetization for that video. They didn't take the video down, they just didn't want him making money off of it. Now, there's a big video and an issue with that, and that's not the point of this video. But the point of this video is that I'm not going to show footage of this game because I don't like to promote shady programs like that. And I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with Joe, and I'm not fanboying Nintendo here, but I'm just not going to let them make money off of something that they shouldn't make money off of in the first place. So let's begin the review. Mario Party 10 is a pretty basic Mario Party game. It follows the same formula as everything else before, except with this one, you need Amiibos. Yeah, really, you need Amiibos. I know it seems like it shouldn't need Amiibos, but when I've been playing it, I've tried many different ways. You really need extra controllers and Amiibos to play the game effectively. If you don't have them, you're not going to enjoy the game. And you need specific Amiibos. Bowser should probably be one of them if you pick this up. And Mario or any other Mario type character could be the other one, and you would be just fine. So, knowing that, if you don't have that stuff and you're literally just buying a new Wii U to play this game, I wouldn't suggest it. I would suggest that if you have an existing console with a bunch of controllers and already got some Amiibos, that you'll be just fine. Just make sure the Amiibos work with it, otherwise you're not going to have a good time. The games themselves are pretty decent, but they seem lacking and repeating over and over again. Like, in the past, when I've played Mario Party games before, I haven't enjoyed the lackluster games that are included, but in this one, they're very to the point, and that's a good thing for me. I like to-the-point games. You have to dodge Bowser's fireballs in one minigame, or you have to dodge the fire pillars in another minigame, or you basically are playing bingo and you don't want Bowser to get bingo on your cards or you're going to lose, and things like that. It's basically the situation where you are versing Bowser. One person is going to be a Bowser, and they're going to get all the advantages because it's 1 versus 3. Now, you can change it up a bit, you can do things differently, but that's pretty much the situation you're being thrown into with this game series. And there's no surprise for people who've played Mario Party before. You can use the Amiibos to also get different boards, like a Bowser board or a Yoshi board in my case, but I don't know if they're huge things or huge factors to you. Graphically speaking, this game is very appealing. The graphics look very nice. And as far as a board game, I can see what they were trying to do here with it. They were trying to make it so it was like the Wii U pad was the board game, and you were using these guys as your dice. So every time you have to roll a dice. Now get this, it's very confusing. It's not hard to do, it's just confusing at times. When you go to roll your dice, you have to press a button on your controller, you have to select which dice you want, then you have to put this on there, and then you have to confirm it with your controller again, instead of just having the buttons be pressed to make it work. And that's a little bit of an issue with me. The controls are okay. Most of the minigames require you to use the controller sideways instead of wiggling it around. The games that do require motion control absolutely suck. They're terrible, and I don't see how anyone would beat them, honestly. The other person has a distinct advantage when you are limited motion control. The sound, great. It's Mario tunes, you know, Yoshi, Bowser, things like that. Depending on which board you play on, depends on which music plays. Not bad at all. But, you know, gameplay, it's just the same thing. There are 10 turns. The person with the most stars wins. As you go around, there are different things that will occur. For example, when I was on the Bowser board, once you go around one time, you're going to encounter a Bowser, like, toll thing, and it's going to roulette what 4 spaces are going to end up being. They could either be Bowser event or -3 coins, and he will spit fireballs out, and whatever the fireballs land on, those spaces turn into that. And then on another portion, there's a baby Bowser, and if you're Bowser, you get coins, and if you're someone else, you lose coins, and things of that nature. Towards the end, on turn 8, there will be 2 stars instead of 1 star, and it shakes up the game. Whoever has the most stars wins at the end. You get points every time you play the game. You can cash the points in for different stuff. This is a pretty simplistic kind of formula. It works very well for children at the very least. I know my daughter enjoys this game greatly, and it's a good thing. Thumbs up for that. But as far as I'm concerned, anyone who doesn't... let's just face it. Anyone who's not a fanboy of this game, if you're not a child, you probably won't enjoy this. I mean, maybe some teenagers will, but I don't see the appeal in playing consistent mini-games over and over and over and over again when there's not really an objective to cause progression. It would be like saying to your family members, hey, let's play Monopoly for 4 hours, and let's constrict Monopoly to 10 turns, and we're going to play it every night. It's like, you know you don't want to do that. This is a good game for family. This is a good game for a once in a great while. This is a great party game. But if you don't have those elements in your life, if you don't have more than a couple people playing this game, it's not going to be that fun. Because even those who control Bowser require a extra controller also at times. I'm not really sure why, and I haven't played this in excess, so I might be wrong on this, but I just feel like it's there to sell more stuff, sell more controllers, and sell amiibos. As far as Mario Party 10 goes, I give it a C. It's a very average game, a very nice, pretty looking average game with great sound, but you know, I can get on the internet and I can look up pictures of Mario while listening to Mario tunes and get some really nice pretty pictures and basically have the same experience I'm having with Mario Party if I just want to get Mario themed Monopoly and roll the dice while I do it. It feels like it's a side game. It feels like it's something you should play in a very small portion at a time, because you can't quit in the middle of it. You're constrained to those 10 turns, and if you don't use them all, well, that's it. It's just game over for you. If you gotta go somewhere, you better shut the game off in the middle of it. There's no suspending it. There's no, hey, hang on, let's just stop here. And that's supposed to be the appeal. This is a digitalized board game. So whenever you had to like move when you were playing Risk, and when you were a kid, or chess or something, yeah, you had to put it up and you didn't know who was the winner. But with this, at the very least, you could have paused the game or something, but that's not the case. So it's really kind of crappy, man, that you don't get to pause and resume it perfectly as you left it and things like that, and it just, it's an average game. It's as average as it comes. It's not broken, it doesn't fail to work, and it doesn't fail to do its job in small doses. I've been your host, Protomario, and I hope you found this review to be informative. And now, the important decision of joining the Maverick Rebellion. We are a tight group of individuals who rebel against stereotypes and greater evils that are commonly accepted. ISPs, children being conned out of games, sexism in video games, enough is enough, and the Mavericks have had it. If you choose to subscribe, or stay subscribed, you are joining the fight against injustice by watching my numerous video topics. From net neutrality to publishers covering up botched releases, the Mavericks are
always informed on the issues plaguing your gaming experience today. So don't be left out in the cold, and don't let those people keep you down. Join the Maverick Rebellion today and become a member of the community that will listen and engage with you. What are you waiting for? Just click subscribe and you'll be in good company. Mavericks unite!